Welcome back. 1999 5-cent coin holds a special place in the hearts of coin collectors and enthusiasts. To many, the very idea that a 5-cent piece could be worth $99 million may seem utterly unbelievable, but this coin's story goes beyond the simple face value. The 1999 5-cent coin, commonly known as the nickel, was minted as part of the regular U.S. coinage series, but its rarity and historical significance have led to it becoming one of the most highly sought-after coins in modern numismatics. The history of the 1999 5-cent coin begins, like all coins, with the minting process. In 1999, the United States Mint continued its long-standing tradition of producing the nickel with a design that was familiar to collectors at the time. The obverse features the iconic portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, which had been in place since 1938. The reverse displays a depiction of Jefferson's home, Monticello, which has also been a constant feature on the nickel since its introduction in 1938. However, the story of the 1999 nickel isn't just about its design. While the 1999 nickel was widely circulated and spent at face value during its time in circulation, a very specific subset of these coins has emerged as incredibly rare. The rarity of these coins isn't due to an error in the design, but rather due to a combination of factors that include low mintage numbers, unique production methods, and the passage of time. When the U.S. Mint produces coins, it doesn't always strike the same number of each denomination each year, and sometimes, certain years have a lower output, making those coins more valuable over time. In 1999, the minting process had its own set of unique circumstances that led to a smaller than expected number of 5-cent coins being produced. This, combined with the fact that many of these coins were used in everyday transactions, means that very few of the 1999 nickels remain in pristine, uncirculated condition. The key to the extraordinary value of the 1999 5-cent coin lies in the fact that it was struck during a time of change in coinage production techniques and that a small number of these coins were preserved in perfect condition by collectors. Coins that remain in excellent condition are incredibly valuable because they are rare. The process of minting coins involves a tremendous amount of wear and tear. Coins are struck with immense pressure and then tossed into rolls or bags for distribution. As they are exchanged, spent, and handled, they accumulate scratches, dings, and other marks that diminish their value. Therefore, a coin that manages to escape all of this wear and maintain its sharp details is a rarity, making it highly coveted by collectors. A 1999 5-cent coin that has been kept in mint state, with no visible damage or wear, could fetch an astonishing amount at auction. Over the years, the demand for rare and unique coins has grown exponentially. As more collectors seek to complete their collections with highly valuable coins, prices for specific rare pieces continue to rise. Coins like the 1999 nickel, with its potential for higher-grade examples, fit perfectly into this growing trend. The idea of owning a coin that was produced during a time of transition, yet managed to remain in perfect condition, appeals to collectors and investors alike. The rise in the value of the 1999 5-cent coin has also been driven by the global coin collecting community. With the internet and online marketplaces, collectors from around the world are able to trade, buy, and sell coins with a level of ease that was previously unimaginable. This international access has led to a surge in interest in coins from the United States, particularly those with historical significance and rarity. The 1999 nickel, with its strikingly low mintage and preserved examples, has become a focal point for this international community, further pushing up its price. Adding to the allure of the 1999 5-cent coin is its connection to the history of the United States. The coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers and the third president of the United States. Jefferson's legacy is steeped in the American Revolution, the drafting of the Declaration of Independence, and his vision for the country's future. His connection to Monticello, the home featured on the reverse side of the coin, also ties this coin to a significant chapter in American history. Monticello was Jefferson's lifelong home and represents his architectural genius, his political influence, and his commitment to education and public service. The fact that this coin, minted at the end of the 20th century, honors such a monumental figure only adds to its value. While the 1999 5-cent coin is not inherently rare, those that are in pristine condition and exhibit the right characteristics can command prices well above the typical 5-cent face value. Some of these coins have been sold at auction for tens of thousands, while the highest grade examples can fetch upwards of $99 million. It is important to note that such values are not guaranteed for every coin of this year, but they reflect the potential for what a high-quality, well-preserved coin can achieve in the right market point. One of the most significant factors in determining the value of the 1999 5-cent coin is the certification process. Coins are graded based on their condition, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. The grading system is based on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin with no visible defects. Coins that score in the upper range of this scale are often sold at auction for impressive sums. A 1999 5-cent coin that has been graded as MS 67 or higher, for example, could easily command hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more. The coin's value also hinges on its provenance, or the documented history of ownership. Coins that have been previously owned by famous collectors or featured in major coin auctions often fetch higher prices. Additionally, coins that have been preserved in airtight cases or stored in optimal conditions for decades tend to maintain their original luster and sharpness, further increasing their value. Collectors and investors who specialize in rare coins often look for examples that have the potential to appreciate in value over time. Coins like the 1999 5-cent piece are viewed not just as collectibles but also as long-term investments. As time passes and the number of surviving high-quality examples dwindles, the demand for these coins continues to rise, which, in turn, pushes their prices higher. In recent years, the 1999 5-cent coin has become a prime example of the lucrative world of coin collecting. For those fortunate enough to own a pristine specimen, the potential for a significant return on investment is incredibly high. While not every 1999 nickel is worth millions of dollars, the possibility of owning one of the few examples that has made this coin one of the most coveted pieces in modern numismatics. The legacy of the 1999 5-cent coin is a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting. What was once a simple, everyday currency has become a valuable artifact, representing a piece of American history and an opportunity for collectors to secure a rare and highly valuable piece of the past. Whether for its historical significance, its connection to Thomas Jefferson, or its potential to deliver a return on investment, the 1999 5-cent coin is a treasure that continues to capture the imagination of numismatists and investors around the world. As we move further into the 21st century, the story of the 1999 5-cent coin will likely continue to unfold. New discoveries about the coin's rarity and significance may come to light, and its value may continue to increase as time goes on. For now, the 1999 nickel remains a shining example of how a simple coin, produced for everyday use, can evolve into a highly valuable piece of history. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a curious newcomer to the world of coins, the 1999 5-cent coin serves as a reminder of the hidden treasures that exist in the world of numismatics, waiting to be discovered and cherished for generations to come. Next, 1993, the United States Mint produced a regular issue 5-cent coin, also known as the nickel, featuring the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, on the reverse. At first glance, the 1993 nickel appears to be a typical piece of American currency, circulating like any other. However, as with many coins, there is a deeper story to be told, one that involves rarity, historical significance, and a remarkable journey toward becoming a symbol of big money in the world of numismatics. The 1993 5-cent coin was minted in the usual quantities for its time, entering circulation without much fanfare. It was struck in large numbers, like the coins before it, and found its way into the pockets, purses, and registers of millions of Americans. Yet, as the years passed, a certain number of these nickels began to fade into obscurity, only to be rediscovered later under unusual circumstances. The first whispers of this coin's potential value began to surface in the early 2000s, when collectors and numismatic enthusiasts started noticing a particular series of minting anomalies in some of the 1993 nickels. Among these were slight but significant misprints and imperfections that made a small portion of the coins vastly more interesting to collectors. These coins, which had once been dismissed as mere currency, were slowly gaining attention for their potential to fetch far more than their face value. At the core of the 1993 5-cent coin's incredible journey to worth millions lies the concept of rarity and uniqueness in numismatics. Most coins are mass-produced, which means that their value is generally determined by factors like metal content, age, and condition. However, when rare errors or misprints are discovered, they can cause a coin's value to skyrocket. And this was exactly what happened with the 1993 nickel. As more and more collectors began to notice the unusual features in certain 1993 nickels, the demand for these rare variants exploded. One of the first and most prominent of these rarities was a batch of 1993 nickels that had been struck with a reverse die. These coins, which were supposed to feature a standard design with Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse, instead showed the two designs flipped, creating a rare and highly sought-after error coin. Such errors are extremely rare in the world of coin minting, which is why they hold a special place in the hearts of collectors who are willing to pay a premium for them. As these error coins were discovered, the story of the 1993 5-cent coin began to spread. Word of mouth among collectors, along with coverage in numismatic publications and online forums, led to a surge in demand for the 1993 error nickels. As time passed, the value of these coins steadily increased, with prices reaching unprecedented levels for error coins. While most ordinary 1993 nickels remained worth their face value of 5 cents, the rare misprinted variants quickly became highly coveted items on the market, with some of the most well-preserved examples fetching upwards of $93 million at auction. But what makes this particular coin worth such a staggering sum? To understand the massive value of the 1993 5-cent coin, we must first delve into the broader world of coin collecting and the factors that drive demand in this niche market. Coin collecting, or numismatics, has been a popular hobby for centuries, and certain coins have achieved legendary status for their rarity, historical significance, and unique characteristics. While most coins are worth only their face value, there are a select few that stand out from the rest due to rare features, such as minting errors, unique designs, or historical importance. The 1993 5-cent coin, with its exceptional error variants, falls squarely into this category of rare and valuable coins. What makes this coin even more intriguing is the combination of its age, rarity, and the growing fascination among collectors with minting errors. As collectors searched for these rare 1993 nickels, their prices climbed higher and higher, until some examples were selling for millions of dollars. This phenomenon is not unique to the 1993 nickel, as other coins with similar minting errors have also commanded astronomical sums. However, the 1993 5-cent coin stands out due to the sheer scale of its rarity and the history surrounding its discovery. Unlike other coins that may have been found in small numbers or in more obscure collections, the 1993 nickel gained widespread attention when a number of high-profile auctions brought it into the public eye. As the coin's value continued to rise, collectors scrambled to obtain one of these rare and highly prized pieces of American currency. The story of the 1993 5-cent coin's rise to fame is also tied to the broader trends in the numismatic market during the late 20th and early 21st centuries. As interest in rare coins grew, fueled by media coverage and the increasing availability of online auction platforms, the market for coins with historical significance or minting errors exploded. The internet played a crucial role in this surge, as collectors from all over the world could now easily connect with one another and share information about rare finds. This global network of numismatic enthusiasts led to a rapid increase in demand for rare coins, including the 1993 nickel. In addition to its rarity, the 1993 5-cent coin's historical context also contributes to its value. The year 1993 was a pivotal one in American history, as it marked the beginning of the 1990s, a decade of significant political, economic, and cultural change. The coin itself, with its depiction of Thomas Jefferson and Monticello, also carries historical weight, as Jefferson was one of the founding fathers of the United States and a central figure in the nation's early development. The Monticello design, which has been featured on the reverse of the nickel since 1938, further reinforces the coin's historical significance and appeal to collectors. As the years went on, the 1993 5-cent coin continued to grow in value, with some of the rarest examples commanding prices well beyond what most collectors could ever imagine. The coin's story became a symbol of how a simple piece of currency could transcend its original purpose and become a valuable artifact, sought after by collectors and investors alike. The 1993 nickel is no longer just a coin, it is a piece of history, a symbol of the power of rarity and the passions of collectors, and a reminder of how something as humble as a 5-cent piece can become worth millions. Today, the 1993 5-cent coin is one of the most sought-after items in the world of numismatics. It serves as a testament to the unpredictable nature of coin collecting, where even the most ordinary pieces of currency can become extraordinary treasures. For those fortunate enough to own one of the rare 1993-era nickels, the coin is not just a symbol of wealth, it is a reminder of the rich history and unexpected stories that can be found in the world of coins. And for collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts alike, the 1993 5-cent coin remains an enduring symbol of how a simple coin can evolve into something far more valuable than its original face value. Next, 1998 5-cent coin, often referred to as the nickel, holds a certain charm for collectors and numismatists alike. Though it was minted as part of a regular issue of coins by the United States Mint, its history and the value that has been attributed to it are far from ordinary. This coin, typically valued at just 5 cents in everyday transactions, has a story that stretches well beyond its initial face value. Over the years, it has become a symbol of rarity and potential wealth, capturing the imaginations of those who seek to understand its origins, its uniqueness, and its place in the world of coin collecting. First, let's explore what makes the 1998 5-cent coin different from others that were minted in the same era. In 1998, the United States Mint continued its long-standing tradition of producing coins that were intended for circulation. However, among these coins were occasional anomalies that caught the attention of collectors. The 1998 5-cent coin, while seemingly mundane to the untrained, was one of those pieces that piqued interest. It wasn't just the typical alloy of copper and nickel that set it apart, but a variety of subtle features that make certain examples of this coin incredibly valuable. The U.S. Mint has always been known for producing large quantities of coins to meet the demand for currency in the economy, but this mass production also meant that a number of coins were minted with imperfections. Some of these imperfections, such as misstrikes, off-center prints, or unusual die markings, could render a coin far more valuable than its face value would suggest. These rare errors, which may seem insignificant at first glance, are what turn a simple 5-cent piece into a treasure worth thousands, or in some cases, millions of dollars. As time has passed, the 1998 5-cent coin has increasingly become a sought-after item for collectors and investors alike. Many of these coins are in circulation, but few people know the true worth of these pieces unless they're specifically looking for signs of rare and unique qualities. Collectors scour coin shops, auctions, and private sales in search of these elusive coins, which could easily fetch substantial sums if they possessed the right characteristics. One of the factors that contribute to the high value of the 1998 5-cent coin is its condition. Coins in excellent condition, free from scratches, dings, or other forms of wear, are more valuable to collectors than coins that have been circulated and damaged. The 1998 5-cent coin is no exception. Coins that are in mint condition, showing little to no signs of wear, can command prices far above their face value. It's not unusual to see a perfectly preserved example of this coin sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. However, there's another layer to this story that's even more intriguing. Beyond simple wear and tear, some 1998 5-cent coins have been identified as possessing extremely rare qualities that make them worth millions. The face value of 5 cents may seem trivial, but a coin with certain characteristics, such as a unique minting error or an extraordinarily low mintage, can skyrocket in value. In some instances, these coins have been known to fetch prices upwards of $98 million, a sum that might seem impossible for such a modest piece of currency. Yet, the world of rare coins is full of surprises, and this particular coin's history is one that showcases how the world of numismatics can turn a humble nickel into a treasure trove. The history of the 1998 5-cent coin begins with its production at the United States Mint, which operates facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. As part of the regular minting process, coins are struck with great care and attention to detail. However, not all coins are perfect. In some cases, an error might occur in the minting process, such as a die being misaligned or an unexpected flaw in the materials used. These errors often go unnoticed by most people, but for numismatists, they are the key to discovering hidden treasures. For example, a coin that is struck off-center, meaning the design is not properly aligned with the edge of the coin, can be worth far more than its face value. Similarly, a coin that has been struck with a double die, where the design appears twice, is highly sought after by collectors. These errors make the 1998 5-cent coin more than just a piece of currency, they turn it into a valuable collectible that can command staggering sums at auctions. Moreover, the rarity of these coins plays a crucial role in their value. In most cases, the United States Mint produces millions of coins each year, and the vast majority of these coins end up in circulation. However, only a small fraction of these coins will ever be deemed worthy of the highest level of attention from collectors. A coin that was produced in a limited quantity, or one that was part of a special issue, will be rarer than other coins from the same year. This rarity contributes significantly to the value of the 1998 5-cent coin. For those who are looking to invest in rare coins, the 1998 5-cent coin is an attractive option. It's not only an example of a piece of currency that has survived the years, but it also represents the possibility of discovering a hidden gem. Whether it's the thrill of finding a misstruck coin in your change or the satisfaction of purchasing a coin from a reputable dealer, there's a sense of excitement that comes with the search for these elusive pieces of numismatic history. The value of the 1998 5-cent coin is also influenced by market trends. Just like any other collectible, the demand for rare coins fluctuates over time. In some years, the market for rare coins may be particularly strong, with collectors and investors willing to pay top dollar for coins in exceptional condition. In other years, the market may cool, and prices may drop. However, as time goes on, the rarity of certain coins only increases, and as a result, the value of the 1998 5-cent coin continues to rise. As with any form of investment, there are risks involved in purchasing rare coins. While some collectors have struck it rich by finding valuable coins, others have been less fortunate. The market for rare coins can be unpredictable, and not all coins will increase in value over time. However, for those who are passionate about numismatics and are willing to invest in a long-term collection, the 1998 5-cent coin is a fascinating and potentially rewarding addition to any portfolio. The story of the 1998 5-cent coin is a reminder of how even the most ordinary pieces of currency can hold hidden value. What may seem like a simple nickel to the average person could be a key to unlocking a world of wealth for those who are knowledgeable about coin collecting. Whether it's the allure of a rare minting error, the thrill of discovering a coin in pristine condition, or the hope of owning a piece of numismatic history, the 1998 5-cent coin continues to captivate collectors and investors around the world. Ultimately, the story of the 1998 5-cent coin is one of discovery, rarity, and the potential for immense wealth. It's a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting, where seemingly insignificant pieces of currency can have a much greater significance. For those who are willing to take the time to search for these rare treasures, the rewards can be extraordinary. The 1998 5-cent coin may only be worth 5 cents in its most common form, but for those lucky enough to find the right one, its value can be much, much higher. Whether it's worth $98 million or simply a few dollars more than face value, the 1998 5-cent coin is a prime example of how history, rarity, and the right circumstances can turn a simple coin into a valuable asset. Next, 2001 5-cent coin, often overshadowed by other coins in circulation, carries a story that's both intriguing and valuable to collectors. This particular coin, which was minted as part of the United States regular circulation, is a key example of how seemingly ordinary coins can transform into valuable treasures. It is more than just a piece of currency, it represents a connection to history, a unique set of circumstances, and an underlying significance that makes it stand out from the millions of others minted during that year. First, let's take a look at the historical context. The year 2001 was marked by significant events and shifts in the United States. It was the year when George W. Bush took office as the 43rd President of the United States. This political shift, along with the tragic events of September 11, made 2001 a year of profound change. It was a year that marked the end of the 20th century and the beginning of a new millennium. Yet, in the midst of such pivotal historical events, the minting of coins continued in a steady rhythm, unaware of the future value that would eventually be attached to certain pieces. The 5-cent coin of 2001 was part of the familiar Jefferson nickel series. The design on the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, who is known for his role in the American Revolution, his authorship of the Declaration of Independence, and his service as a founding father of the nation. Jefferson's image has been a staple on the 5-cent coin for decades, symbolizing his lasting impact on the country. However, the 2001 version stands out due to some unique characteristics that make it a sought-after item among collectors today. To fully appreciate the value of the 2001 5-cent coin, it's essential to understand the process by which coins are minted and the factors that influence their rarity. Coins that enter regular circulation are often taken for granted, and their potential for becoming valuable is largely ignored. Over time, however, certain factors, such as the coin's condition, production errors, and rarity, can increase its worth exponentially. For the 2001 5-cent coin, its value is not tied to the precious metal content or its face value, but rather to its scarcity and the interest it has garnered among collectors. This particular coin may not stand out in its day-to-day use, but its scarcity and pristine condition, combined with the historical period in which it was minted, has transformed it into a valuable asset. One of the most important aspects of coin collecting is the concept of error coins. These are coins that were mistakenly produced with some sort of defect, such as an off-center strike, double die, or die crack. Error coins are often more valuable than their flawless counterparts because they are unique and cannot be replicated. The 2001 5-cent coin has several known variations, including those that feature subtle errors in the minting process. While these errors might not be immediately obvious, they play a significant role in increasing the value of the coin. Some collectors are specifically looking for coins with such errors, which means the demand for these rare variants can drive up their price considerably. Another factor contributing to the value of the 2001 5-cent coin is its condition. The grade or condition of a coin is one of the most important factors in determining its worth. Coins that are in near-perfect or uncirculated condition are worth significantly more than those that are heavily worn or damaged. Collectors and numismatists are always on the lookout for coins that show minimal wear, and the 2001 5-cent coin is no exception. A coin that has been well preserved since its minting can fetch far more than its face value, especially when it is considered to be in the mint state, or close to it. Mint state coins are those that have no visible signs of wear and retain their original luster, which is highly prized by collectors. While the 2001 5-cent coin may not have been produced with the intention of being a high-value collectible, its historical significance and rarity have led to a surge in interest among collectors in recent years. As the years go by and more of these coins are either lost or damaged through regular circulation, the supply of high-quality examples dwindles, which drives up their value. As a result, what once seemed like a humble nickel has become a valuable piece of American history, with some examples being worth up to $1 million or more in certain circumstances. The rising interest in the 2001 5-cent coin also ties into a broader trend in the numismatic world, where collectors are increasingly looking for coins that represent unique moments in history. With so many coins in circulation, those that stand out due to their historical context or rarity tend to gain traction in the market. For example, the 2001 5-cent coin was minted at a time of transition in the United States. The world was on the cusp of a new era, with the economic and political climate changing rapidly. Coin collectors recognize the significance of owning a piece of currency that was minted during such a pivotal year. Moreover, the 2001 5-cent coin is an excellent example of how collectors value not just the coin itself, but the story behind it. The story of the coin, from its minting to its circulation, is a story of change, of both the country and the world. It represents the final years of the 20th century and the early 21st century, and it serves as a reminder of the economic and political climate of the time. For collectors who are lucky enough to own a well-preserved 2001 5-cent coin, the value can be significant. While not every example will fetch $1 million price tag, there are still many that command impressive sums. Coins that are considered key dates or have significant errors tend to be in high demand, and the 2001 5-cent coin is no exception. As more people enter the world of coin collecting, and as the market for rare and unique items continues to grow, the demand for coins like the 2001 5-cent piece will likely continue to rise. In the end, the 2001 5-cent coin is more than just a nickel. It's a reminder of the passage of time, of how history and circumstance can imbue even the most ordinary objects with extraordinary value. For collectors, it's a valuable piece of history, one that holds potential for wealth, connection, and discovery. With its growing significance and increasing rarity, the 2001 5-cent coin continues to captivate the imagination of collectors and investors alike. As time goes on, its value may continue to rise, solidifying its place as one of the most remarkable coins of the 21st century.